let's get back to what we were doing. Sorry for the interruption. So we've got all of our magnets on. So what we need to do is look for our paper. I'm not putting the pockets on just yet because I like to put the paper on here and then put the pockets on. Okay. See what we got left. We don't have very much left. This would be pretty. So this would be pretty. And then so would this. I think we should go with this on these two here. Let's go ahead and start with that. Okay. Go ahead and cut this. Well, I don't have to cut it. I can just fold it over and rip it off. Let's go ahead and see, I can do it this way, which is the long way, or across. I don't know. Let's go with across. Get our pencil, flip this over. We're gonna number this number 1. We're gonna cut it here. Stay away from the score line about 1/8 of an inch. Cut that there. And you should be able to use this extra piece at the bottom. So you're going to take that, fold this over, make it nice and even, mark it to be cut at the bottom. See how we did. Oh, we did perfect. Yay. So this is number 1. This is 2. 2. Okay, so now that we did that perfect, you can just adjust your paper here if you want, and know this is how much it's going to show. Alright, put that there. Open her up. Now we could take these two and use them as templates to cut our next paper, which I think I want to go with this scrap here, this pink blush. Yeah. Going with the blush will allow us to have multicolored items in the middle, and it won't clash too much. Okay, do the same on this side. There. This is going to be 3. This is going to be 4. We have 3 and 4. So we can cut it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it the long way first. Because I get to keep this scrap, which is a nice size scrap. Now I can cut it this way. Try not to rip your paper up. Alright. These are marked. We can set them aside. Now let's pick for the, let me see how. Alright. We have to pick a main page here, and it has to come up the side, right, and then cover all of this. I could go with this. Let's see, if I go this way with it, then I could go up the sides. I like this way as well. So let's go ahead and mark this up. Get our pencil back. Okay. There. And then I can use this extra piece to go up the sides. That looks good. Okay. And we don't need much for the sides, so let's go ahead, place that flat and mark it here. And then we're going to mark it here. So we'll cut it across first, then bring it down. And we'll cut 2 of these. This should go here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see how this fits. This fits good. We'll just erase these little pencil marks. Okay. That goes there. And this goes across the whole kit caboodle. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I like that. It's our base page. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 flips, which means we need 8 papers to go on each flip. Remember, this is 4.5 by 6, which leaves you 4 by 6 once you are done with your half score, your half-inch score. So, I'd like to use that one and that one. See what else we got. That's too small. big enough. I'm just using up my scraps, guys, because you want to do that. Excuse me. Let's see. That might not be wide enough. Okay. I think I want to use this, and I want to fussy cut this out here and then use them on top of the pockets. I think that would be cute. So we'll put this to the side so we can work with that. Alright. The rest I'm going to put back in here, my scrap drawer. I'm going to go right up. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use that one. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. I do want to use this blue. We gotta have some blue in there. Let's see, we got blue. And I'm gonna go with this one as well. If I have enough, well, we'll see. We'll see, because I might make the flips all one color instead of doing rainbow colors. So let's see if we have enough to do that with. Alright. Go ahead and take this off. Yeah, I'm gonna go in up and, well, do I want to do up and down? Because if I do it this way, people go right. And I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. This is the way we want to do it. Now, this measurement that I just did will measure for every sheet, front and back. And you should have that same adjustment. And we can use this to do all of our flip pages. So this should be 4 by 6, or actually less than 4 by 6. 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. Yeah, I'm off here. 3 3/4. So this is how it should fit. Yes, perfect. Okay. So now I can go ahead and cut 3 more like this in the same pattern of paper, and we'll do the blue underneath. Mark it up good, make sure your lines are straight. If you don't have straight lines, that's okay. Just remember where your starting point was. So for instance, if I'm making a line on this paper here, let's do it on the back of this, I want to cut a 1/2 inch, and I make a line right here. My starting point is right where I start my pencil, and even though I've done all this, this is still my starting point right up here. So that's what I mean by it's okay to do a cricket, just as long as you know where that starting point is. Okay. Uh-oh. I haven't used this paper cutter in a long time, so I gotta get used to it again. I have my big one, and I enjoy using my big one. I just have to take a break because my wrist is, it's not like it used to be when I was a kiddo. Everything kind of falls apart. Okay, so we are good for the 4 top pieces. Alright, and then we have the 4 bottom pieces, and that's going to come out of the blue. Oh, that was kind of funny. It's going to come out of the blue. Poof, it's out of the blue. Now we can take our template and mark on here where we want these to go. I'm going to cut this out first. Okay. Oh, good. So, let's get, how are these? These are sideways. Let's see. Yep, these are sideways. So I got to cut them the same as the rest of the paper. Alright. Okay. And this will be 4. This way. This way will be 4. Alright, so we have all of these 2 and the 2 front. So let's pick our pocket paper. Pocket paper. Let's see, we have this, and I want to fussy cut this out, and then I want to piece it so that it becomes like one piece that opens separate. Okay, so I'm going to fussy cut this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are done making stickers and inking our papers up. So let's put it all together. Okay, I need this one first, and then these two pockets, and then these are our pocket covers. I did that fussy cutting I was telling you about. So let's put those to the side right now and put these on. This is going to be like a bouquet of flowers on the front. Nice. And the same for this side. Alright, now we can put our pockets on. As soon as we get this tape backing off. Sometimes it takes a minute. Get that out the way. And I use the 1/8 inch tape for the bottom. Okay, a little bit of glue. And you're going to want a little extra glue when you're gluing on top of glitter paper. You just want that security for your pocket. Just like that. Your little towel. Clean up your mess. Burnish it down. Okay, move on to the next pocket. Okay, I just need to put this plug on my phone camera, so please forgive me for the jiggling. Just realized the battery is dying and I do not want to lose this footage. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's always nice when things go right instead of wrong. Okay, now we're going to put this on with glue. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and mark underneath where not to glue. So, right there. And we're going to do the same with this. Just take your piece to the highest point and then mark right there. This is our highest point. Okay. Now we can use our wet glue. I wanted to use wet glue to give me some maneuverability. You don't get that a lot with the tape. Why? Okay, let that sit a minute. We can glue this. Little block. And we have our puzzle piece that matches up well. Yay, these two are here and then this section here. Let's go ahead and put our glue away. We don't want it to dry out. And let's let these dry, and while they dry, we'll move on. Okay, get our pokey tool out. Remove the tape backing on all of the front, or on all of the top pieces. My words will come out soon enough. Okay. We have these for our left and right. Yeah. And our right side. Okay. Just going to burnish this down around the magnet and then all of the edges. Same with this side. Okay. Now we start with our top pieces here. And remember, these are all the same, so you don't have to worry about the size, the color. It's all the same. Here we're going to have the stripe and the blue. Let's do our blue first. Bit of ink right there. Yay. And we need another stripe. And we're going to take the backing off of these. Blue. Alright. Then our stripe. 2 stripe and 2 blue are left. As you can see, these are all about 1/2 inch apart, so that's really nice. Blue. going crooked there. There we go. This one is too big. So, let's go ahead and pull it up. Okay, now I could cut it from here. It is too big. Not by much, but still enough to cause problems with closure. Yay. Much better. Yay. We averted a disaster. Okay. Need our stripe. Now we have our main piece. And our two little ones here, our main page here, and then the blue page here. Okay, get these out of the way. Blue piece on. This is also too big. Come on, baby. There we go. Go ahead. Cut this down a hair. Now let's put her on. Yeah. Oh man, that's great. Okay. Let's do our base. We're going to start with our little ones. No, we're not. We're going to start with the big one first, because I want to put these right up against here. Up against there. Yay. Okay. And then we can use our little ones. Okay. Make sure they're not in the way of any flips. Perfect. I love it. Okay, now we are flip, 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 and flip. I love how that turned out. Even our little pockets here, it just looks like these are the pockets. Alright, so we're done with this book. All we have left is the front cover and the back cover and the spine. And then there is a special reason for this ribbon for the back. So I will show you in the finishing it off video. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a great one. Bye.